Okay. So, sir, I read through the documents that you sent on the group, and I have made myself familiar with the objectives of this mission. First and foremost, I believe the objective is to make FIR filing accessible and easier for the citizens of India. Now, I wanted to know that if we have already started working towards creating any online system, or yet work is, supposed to begin. What is the status, sir?
Basically, we have already created system which is lying in isolated format, and it permit full recording of FIR. That recording of FIR, it is largely having the two methodology. One is it is helping out through the web portal, and another is through app. It is a legally acceptable FIR if it could get the right kind of the conduit, right? So, being a legal student, you understand that FIR is having the four parts. First part, it has to have the content of a cognizable offense. The second part, which is more very important, I'm not saying that place of incidence and other things, I mean, they are presumed in the content of FIR. The second important point is application of the sections of which the crime has been committed. So the system will identify from the content what section should be applied, and those sections will be automatically applied. Then it is allowing complainant to put his digital signature. So basically, that app is capturing the signature from its screen itself. So it is a optical signature. It is a regular, normal signature, and this signature is being logged with the date, time, and location. So where exactly you have signed at that point of the time, where was your location? Even that is captured, and that is logged with the hash value, and it is protected through the blockchain technology, right? Then it asks you to take your photograph. So I have given, and it is also given the same treatment. It means it will be having the date, time, location, logged with the hash value, protected through the blockchain technology, right? So the advantage which this will be having, that even the photo and that mental state, that will also be captured, and it is also available as another signature, which we said the photo itself is a signature. So photo with the date and time and location. Then it is allowing you to have the digital signature, which is OTP verified. So Aadhaar OTP verified. Somebody asked that nobody is going to share the database. I said, no, it is not a database. It is just a facility, and it is a service, right? So that service is available to each and everyone. It is not a getting any database from anybody, right? Then fourth signature is signature, which is a virtual Aadhaar number based signature. So it is providing the fourth signature. However, the only one signature is legally mandatory, that is the optical signature, right? Now it is catering, I mean, though we have not really catered for this dimension, but in time to come, we will be catering when somebody is talking in a different language, somebody is talking in a dialect. So we are having the plan that we will be having n number of the language experts having the expertise in the dialect also. So system will rope them in on the real time basis and the best available, because whatever activity it is doing, it is also creating the performance index or a log. So system knows who is the best to do this job and for this kind of activity. And then he will chip in, and he will act as an interpreter between the system and the complainant. There is one more advantage. The person who is acting as an interpreter, he has become one more witness, the witness in process of FIR. Even he can repose about that authenticity. And now the allegation that I have said something else and process has recorded something else, those kind of allegations just will not be possible, because in FIR it will the system will be creating in a text, but at the same time audio and video that will be also be integrated with the FIR. So for every FIR it will be having the audio video link, right? Now when we talk about any of the system, first question comes in our mind: is it meant only for the technocrats? Is it meant for the people, those who are well-to-do, those people, those who are having computers and smartphones? And possession of it and knowledge to use it, these are the two aspects. So even somebody may be having these devices, but at the same time may not be having the skill set to use it, right? And generally, these kind of the people, they are more belongs to deprived class. Say a person who is well-to-do and he is well-dressed, he received little better treatment in Thana, right? Especially one person, jo na kurta pajama, he can pose himself as a politician or something like that. Even he will get a very good, reasonably good response, right? A person who is having nothing, he gets the roughest and worst treatment. So if any system is not really catering for it, then it is a problem, right? And unless it serves those people, those who comes from the category of the don'ts, those who do not have things, if any system is not catering for their need, it is aristocratic system and it is not going to work in India, when people do not have the enough money to eat even 2 square meal. So we expect, since we are distributing so much of the revenue, that each and every individual of the country through CFB, he will be multiplying his per capita income at least 3 times. So India is going to be a wealthy country, and our GDP will be growing multiple of the per capita income, because there will be circulation of the money. So our GDP is going to grow somewhere around 5 times of the present GDP. So we can safely presume we will be moving from, we can say, 3 trillion economy to 50 trillion economy in next 2-3 years. That kind of the mind-blowing India would be emerging. So presumingly that we are having a number of the volunteers, and we are having their performance log also. So the best available person who did the good job, he will be nominated by the system to approach that person who is want to lodge a report. So here we are deliberately not using police, because police is not going to register FIR. As you know, we are having the system in various states now, including Madhya Pradesh, where we are having 100 number or 112 number, those kind of the things. But the number of the complaints which are being reported, it is you can do a certain kind of the research. They are not converted into FIR, right? So, and whenever we say that EIFIR, this is all false, because it is just a reporting of a information, right? It is not FIR. FIR is having the 4 ingredients which we left in between. Number 1, content of cognizable offense. Then second is, it should have the section applied, which law has been violated, or what kind of the crime has been committed. And then third is, it should have the signature of the applicant or informant. And fourth, so the SHO should put his signature. If it complete all 4 attributes or ingredient, then we can say it is a legally acceptable FIR. Despite the fact, in CCTNS we have spent I think 3,500 crore money, but FIR is not born inside. So being lawyer, you must be knowing, if you go to the Thana, they will record the FIR on the system just like a typewriter, and then a printout would be taken, and then informant would be signing there and SHO would be signing, and then FIR is born outside and then it is uploaded. So in our system, FIR will be created inside the system, right? Now, people say that SHO is not really willing to oblige you. He is bothered about number of cases which will be cases registered, and blah 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 blah, and then how to control the statics and how to face the Vidhan Sabha or Parliament, and those kind of the political issue will also come. So, and in order to even hide their incompetence, we are in bracket of not registering majority of FIR. You must have come across many situations when instead of registering FIR, your application is taken. Is that true?
No, sir, but I've heard of situations where this happens.
Then what kind of the law student you are when you don't know that almost now about 80% cases your FIR is not registered and application is taken. Sometimes application also not taken. When you are insistent, then application will be taken.
Then,
and
yes,
that application may not be converted into FIR. Rather,
right,
it is
sir.
not converted into FIR.
Sir, a lot of people also do not know that there is a legal recourse if your FIR is not recorded. If the police officer refuses to record your FIR, there is serious lack of knowledge also in society.
It's not question of knowledge. It's question of the patience. It is question of capability.
Right.
It's question of if you will do that, then police wala may be after your blood.
Society
he may
also,
try to harm
sir.
you. He might falsely implicate you. I mean, it is having lot many consequences.
Right, sir.
So a legal student may be talking in a plain term, but the ground reality may be much different.
Right, sir.
It may not be the way we are talking or the way we are. The harsh reality sometimes create fear. So you are very right that there are a number of the things and which system will be trying to help out.
Even,
right?
sir, I believe the first thing that struck me is victims of sexual abuse. जो पुलिस ऑफिसर से बात करने से भी डरेंगे, कोई कंप्लेंट रिकॉर्ड करने से डरेंगे क्योंकि इतना स्टिग्मा है रेप को लेके, this system will help those people a lot.
System would be helping that rape cannot be committed, stalking cannot be committed. When it is capturing your whole character, because what we are saying, we will be creating a digital Chitragupta. Have you heard the name of Chitragupta?
No, sir.
Okay, it's a very bad. That is the problem with the
current generation.
Student, those who are educated through the modern system, because they are totally mythological disconnected. And basically, that our generation was having the advantage that we used to be having the exposure of parents, where this kind of the story, this kind of the things were told in childhood. So lot of mythological stories we heard from our parents, from our grandparents, that kind of situation. That advantage is unfortunately is not available for the present generation. So I for your information, I will tell, see, in modern language, we can say Chitragupta is an accountant general of God. He maintains, that accountant general is a omnipresent, he is a omniscient, he is omnipotent, and he is benevolent also. So, when person die, soul it reaches to Chitragupta, right? And then Chitragupta is having all your video footages, and they are shown to you. These are your good karma, these are your bad karma, and this is your pap, and this is pun. And then he create a balance sheet. That's why he's accountant general. And then he's with a participative decision making. Soul and that Chitragupta jointly decide that where you should go, whether it is a Swarga or Naraka. That is a digital Chitragupta. Now this is the name taken from the Chitragupta, and we gave the name of the digital Chitragupta. But a digital Chitragupta is a legal entity, right? Its legal name is National Authority for Scientific and Technical Assistance in Investigation and Detection of Crime. under entry 65C, list 1, schedule 7 of our constitution. Crime Free Bharat is a national police mission, right? A national police mission was conceived somewhere in, I think, 2008 or so. And it was earlier part of, I think 2012. I'm getting confused about the real date. It was being operated from Prime Minister office. And in 2014, it is got shifted from the Prime Minister office to the home, and finally it landed in the BPRND, right? And I am the project leader of two jo hai na projects. They are national police mission. One of them is Crime Free Bharat also. So under that provision, we created a draft law. The draft law had been created by the legal expert and by your student like you, and they drafted this law under my guidance. And it is has been submitted to the government of India, right?
Sir, can I find a copy of this draft somewhere?
I will share with you.
Okay,
I will share with you. This digital Chitragut as the original Chitragut, because the name Chitragut, why it is taken. You have to really understand why we are saying Chitragut. Because of the 4 characteristics. He is a well-wisher of you, number 1, right? Whatever he does in a very participative form. So your video footage is shown to you only. Then he decides whether it is a pap or pun in consultation with you. So highly participative kind of the things. And he is a very, very benevolent. He wants your welfare, right? He is having no personal agenda. And your video footage is not shown to your parents, right? So it is not shared with your neighbors, right? So Chitragut is maintaining privacy. So the privacy is the issue which really prompted me to give the name of this authority as a digital Chitragut, because we want to guarantee right to privacy. Now, can you expect from any broad bureaucratic institution to give you right to privacy? For their little benefit, they will share the information from the decision maker, and in any case, you are not on their you are not on their radar.
Right.
So their own little objective that how he should continue as the chairman of the national authority, or after that whether he can become somewhere ambassador or something, those will be the consideration. So if something could be shared with the political bosses, he will be too happy to do that for his financial to get a billa on his forehead, right? Okay, I am sir your benevolent servant. I am a spineless servant of yours. Kindly rely on you, and you whatever the responsibility you will be shouldering like a politician. कि मैं तो एक सिपाही हूँ, आप जो भी जिम्मेवारी देंगे मैं बड़े निष्ठा से इसे करूँगा. तो ये ब्यूरोक्रेटिक सिस्टम भी ऐसे ही कुछ करने लगा है आजकल. पहले संविधान के प्रोटेक्शन के कारण ब्यूरोक्रेट्स जो है वो एक पॉलिसी डायरेक्शन देने की कोशिश करते थे, ये समझाने की कोशिश करते थे कि ये ठीक नहीं है, ये गलत है, ये अच्छा है. So you must have seen that S Minister. Have you seen that serial, S Minister?
Yes, Minister.
It's an old serial.
Okay, S Minister. No, sir, not watched it.
So I think you can nowadays everything is available. If you type, you will get the S Minister. And the purpose of this, that bureaucrat says S Minister, and then immediately he will say, but sir, and he will give the N number of the things why that S is not qualified, right? So S is only notional, it is not real. He will not say no, sir. He will say yes, sir, but at the same breath, he will say why that S is qualified and is not doable, right? Now that those bureaucrat has vanished from the scene. You will be surprised. One interview of mine was taken, I will share that with you. It was one channel in 2016. And in that interview, I had quoted that almost 10 years before. So it means 2016 and then 10 years. So around 2006 or so, or 2005, 2006. Somebody was discussing with me and he said, "Ki sir, please let me know what is the level of interference, political interference." So I said, no, there is no interference. So he was just shocked. When everybody is talking of the political interference, there was a Supreme Court decision also on the police reform. If you remember that there was a Supreme Court decision, one PIL was launched in 96 by the 3 DGP, and one of them was Mr. Prakash Singh. And after the deliberation of 10 years, for 2006, a milestone judgment had come. It was on police reform. It was a 7-pointed judgment, right? So even that was somewhere about the political interference. So when everybody was talking about the political interference, Maitri Saran Gupta said that political interference is 0. So the person जो है, he got shocked. He said, "Sir, कैसी बातें करते हैं आप? दुनिया कह रही है political interference, और आप कह रहे हैं कोई political interference नहीं है." मैंने कहा, hold on. Please let me know what is the definition of political interference. What is the, forget about political, what is the definition of interference? What is the definition in your view?
To create some sort of disturbance in any process, is being interfering in the process?
Interference is driven from the interfere.
Okay.
It means you are interfering in something, in some course of action.
You are participating.
You are trying to deviate that course of action, right? Yeah. And when you talk of the interference, generally interference is treated as a negative interference, right? Now let's presume you are a minister and I am a DGP, right? You have not made any expectation from me. You have not asked for anything. Now if Maitri Saran Gupta is trying to understand what minister want, and in anticipation of that expectation, if he does things even without being told, is it a interference?
No.
I am trying to estimate, I am trying to judge, I am trying to draw inferences, and in that, through the direct or indirect conduct or body language, whatever with the source or some public statement somewhere, if I can draw some inferences that what you want, and if I am doing it even without being told, then is it interference?
No, sir. You're simply doing your job.
Then what you will say, what is this relationship? When you are not being told, you are anticipating what political aka want, and in anticipation of the basis of political aka, which is presumed to be illegal, I am doing all those illegal things without being told to do so. And not only that, doing those things, I am going to the political aka, showing that list that I have done this thing. Okay. And the person may not even say yes or no, he will just smile. Right? That your good deed have been taken note of. And you will be suitably compensated. Now, what name you would like to give for this relationship? It cannot be interference. That one thing you all already agree. Is it interference?
No, sir. This is not.
It is not interference. Then इस relationship को क्या कहा जाए? क्या है ये relationship?
ये तो साथ में काम कर रहे हो सर आप.
इसको
कोऑपरेशन है.
नहीं, हमने इलीगल काम के लिए हम गलत काम कर रहे हैं, आपके बिना कहे कर रहे हैं और उसके लिए क्रेडिट ले रहे हैं, तो ये साथ में काम करना क्या लाएगा? इसमें देशहित कहाँ है? इसमें कानून कहाँ है? इसमें पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट कहाँ है रडार पे?
तो ये तो क्राइम ही कर रहे हो, फिर ये तो इलीगल है. तो
इस रिलेशनशिप को क्या कहेंगे? उस समय जब मैं 2006 में चर्चा कर रहा था, आई सेड इट इज symbiotic relationship, right? मतलब we are so gel well that even without telling something, I could infer and do it without being told. So I said it is a symbiotic relationship. Few days before, one of my senior colleague, he said, Maithili, you are giving such a good name to this kind of nesty design. No. It is not a symbiotic relationship. It is a nesty relationship. So, I mean, let's not go into the semantic of whether it's nesty, whether it is symbiotic, or whether it's an interference. Now, a journey has been made when the independence of the bureaucracy and public interest by the bureaucracy, that is getting blurred. Probably when we appear in an interview in UPSC, we talk about the national surveys and social surveys, society surveys. I think probably nowadays bureaucrats are forgetting and putting those kind of the jargon just after an interview in a cold storage. They are now a very practical person. They are very, very intelligent person. The only thing that it does not gel with the national policy. It does not gel with the national interest.
Are they selfish, sir?
I leave to you to draw inferences, right? Let the youngster like you should draw inferences. What is that? So anyway, why we started this dimension? Why we
political interference, sir, with the system?
We said that there is no political interference. So now this is the situation. Now the people will not register your FIR because that exposes their less of capabilities, less of skill set. That is increasing their statics, which is also creating discomfort for them and discomfort for the political ACA also. Right?
Right, sir.
So it is easier to control statics rather than controlling crime. So it is a journey from controlling crime to controlling statics. So now everybody is in the journey of controlling statics.
Right, sir. Sir, I have a question.
A person comes.
Right, sir. Continue.
A person comes and he takes a press conference and he says, after my arrival, the crime rate has come down by 20%, by 10% or whatever. Precisely, he should tell what he has done and how he has impacted. When nothing concrete has been done, when you are not registering crime, then you have why you are taking false credit. And that is suiting everybody, basically. Right? So you were asking some question.
Right, sir. So now that I understand that FIR filing is going to become more accessible and transparent from the system, एक बात थी सर, FIR पे जो फिर investigation start होगा.
FIR is just a beginning.
Right, sir. Right.
It is not end. Basically, Crime-Free Bharat is giving 5 certainties. FIR is also one certainty. And when you talk of the certainty, you were talking about the rape and things like that, right? I am saying lot many legislation has been made in favor of the weaker section, and almost all of them they are misused, including your dowry, this, that, where you have, I mean, either it is imaginary or false, and even if it is true, there may be the 1 or 2 or 3% responsible, but then they will write the whole family, all 10, 12 people, and then it becomes the mechanism to extract money.
Right.
To blackmail. So there is not only the problem of FIR not getting registered. There is a problem of false and fabricated reporting of FIR, and if that FIR is being registered, because these people are in position to oblige everybody, including police. So their FIR, which is false and fabricated, it is registered at great ease. So when your FIR is not being registered and you are facing n number of the hurdles, these vested, false and fabricated FIR, they are registered at great ease and as a public service, because there is a due compensation and financial package available, including to the police also, right? So when you talk about the certainty of FIR, at the same breath it is saying certainty of punishment for the false and fabricated FIR.
Okay.
Right? Then second thing it says, so it is guaranteeing 5 certainty. Second, it is saying, I will help out the police to do the S investigation. And that will be doable by absolutely ordinary person, may not be having any skill set. Because the system will be having the skills and will guide, and there will be n number of the service providers. So dependency on that Havaldar Ramdin Singh would not be there. Somebody else will pitch in and will do the job very smartly, very professionally, and that whatever he will be doing, that real-time basis, it will go to the cloud space, and that will go to the Chitragupta, and it will be with the date, time, and location stamp, right? And it is, though there may be n number of the technologies available to manipulate things like a deep fake and things like that, but doing that will not be open to it because of everything is being logged at the real-time basis.
Right.
And it is not open for any technological manipulation. So in future, FIR and other evidences, they are going to enjoy very high credibility. They will become almost infallible in the court of law. So in the second certainty, when we are talking the certainty of the detection, I generally talk certainty of the detection at the third stage. Before that, I always talk about the burden of the police. Police is so much overburdened. 70% of their energy is going in non-professional areas. They are standing on a point. They are not having any facilities. They are suffering from the diseases and number of the things they are doing. They are really poor chap. They might be earning somewhere here and there. I mean, everybody is making money, so they might be doing somewhere here and there. And they are making less than others people also. So let's not go into the comparative index. People are like a scammer. They are directly impacting the economy by the lakhs of crores. Right? So whether it's a Modi or somebody else, or they run away from here, they enjoy everything, and nothing is negative going to happen in their lifetime, be sure about it. So the system is very helpful to such people. So that poor chap, he is suffering from very negative environment. When you are enjoying your festival, he is on duty. When he is round the clock on duty, the people want to use and misuse them, and at the same time they want to put all the blame on police. At the slightest of the opportunity, that poor police person is being suspended. So being a DG, former DGP, I consider it as my bounden duty to de-burden and de-stress our brother police. I am very, very sympathetic to them because I have seen their life from very close quarter. Right? Here, basically, first of the promise is to the police itself. We are saying, hey, our brother police officer, we will de-burden you to the extent of 90%. And where this 90% will go then? Work to whom it will go?
To the system, sir.
So system represents two things. One is the technology and another is the human whole population, right? And the system will integrate everybody on the real-time basis. So this responsibility will be done with a much higher responsibility and efficiency. And the person, whether it is machine or it is a human being, they will be getting heavy revenue stream. Because one of the purpose of the crime-free Bharat to make our citizen wealthy. That is one of the objective of the CMP. Crime-free Bharat to jo hai na, it is a byproduct. It's a main product is something else, right? So the main product is how we can make our citizen healthy and wealthy.
Okay.
क्योंकि I don't know, किसने तुलसीदास जी ने कहा है, कबीर ने कहा है कि भूखे भजन होना होए गोपाला, जाधरी कट्ठी जाधरी माला. So even जो है ना, when your stomach is empty, you cannot even do the bhajan.
Right.
Right? So if you talk that national service, this service, that service, it does not make sense. And I very strongly believe God has made human being as a selfish being. Even when we go to temple, we ask a number of the things for ourselves, right? And even that yogi and brahmachari and sannyasi are not above that. If nothing else, they will ask for the moksha. So that is again a self-interest only, right?
Sir, so sorry to cut you ऐसे बीच में, but मेरा है ना 9:15 से क्लास है और मेरे कुछ सवाल है आपसे. So I wish to ask you. So first is, as a law student, how can I contribute to this FIR filing system? मेरे को इसमें बहुत इंटरेस्ट है. मैं कैसे रिसर्च करूँ इस पे?
I have already made your group.
Right.
You are admin of that group.
Right, sir.
So you are having the two jobs to play. One as a lawyer or law student, and another as a citizen. Right? First, I will talk about the citizen. So in your group, you add each and everybody, because we have to reach out to 137 crore people. Because we have to make them wealthy also, right?
Right.
So without reaching out, you cannot really make them wealthy, right? So we have to reach out to them. We have to make them the part of your WhatsApp group. So whosoever, say if there are 5,000 people in your contact list, so 5,000 to 256 multiplied by kitna hoga? 20. It means that Namrata would be having 20 WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Because I would like that everybody, whosoever is, should be included in your groups. And unfortunately, these groups are having limitation of the 256 number, which is artificially placed. So we can really increase the number by making group 2, group 3, group 4.
Okay, sir.
So depending upon, so here without any discrimination, put everybody in contact, right?
Okay.
There will be few very selfish people, those who will not take time to exit. Because ऐसे दुष्ट लोग तो जो है ना, मंदिर में जाते हैं तो उन्हें जो है ना बड़ी बेचैनी होती है.
Right.
तो अब उनको जो उनका ये किस्मत है कि उन्हें इतने बड़े महायज्ञ में सम्मिलित होने का मौका नहीं मिल रहा है. तो यदि वो एग्जिट करते हैं तो उसकी चिंता मत करिए. Let them go.
Okay, sir.
It means the person is not having the right kind of energy, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Then you have to identify the prime mover, the person of the having the larger energy. उनको हमने prime mover नाम दिया है, right? So we will be creating their exclusive WhatsApp group so that they can also add everybody of their contact. The purpose is to reach out to 137 crore people, right? That is the journey we have to perform.
Right, sir.
Now, the second, as a lawyer, since everything is the law driven, so as a lawyer, you can create a legal group. So there will be ordinary group and there will be legal group. So the legal group, or the person who is from the technology, so they will be having ordinary group and they will be having the technological group. Because I feel that you are having the two capacity. If you are a lawyer, so you are having the legal responsibility, and you are a ordinary citizen, that kind of the responsibility everybody will have. So even the technocrats should have the two different groups. In the technology, they should identify who would be the right kind of the person who can really contribute technologically.
Okay, sir.
So we are working on 1021 technology. We have already done a lot of journey in that. Raw modules are already ready and we are refining and we are integrating.
Okay, sir.
Right? So as a lawyer, you will be having responsibility to create legal framework with the technology so that automated system will be created.
How can I help?
Because we would not like you to do the repetitive routine work.
Right.
The technology will be doing your job as a legal job, and you will be allowed to contribute and refine it.
Okay,
and
sir.
whatever refinement you will be doing, technology even will be capturing that also. Next time you will get the more refined document, right?
Right, sir.
Which you have to sign digitally. And here, then again, we will be making use of the law, because in law, it is the responsibility of every citizen to report cognizable offense, failing which he could be prosecuted, and even burden of innocence lies on the citizen. So he have to prove that he is innocent. Otherwise, he is liable to be prosecuted. This is the law, extraordinary law. So anybody is reporting to the police may not write. So we will simultaneously ask him to report to our system. Okay. And our system will be even try to collect a few evidences also. And that content along this, then it will be packaged and it will be sent to the police under section 154(1), okay, under which they are supposed to register FIR.
Cognizable offense.
And
yes.
that it will say, it is my responsibility as a citizen, not as a lawyer, under section 39 of the CRPC. Now it is your turn, not as a authority or power, as your legal responsibility under section 154(1). We have to take a call whether we will wait for the 3 days or 7 days. Okay. Whatever that time we will fix, the system will take it to the SP. Okay. Since you are a student of law, you know that SP is having very original power under section 154(3). And the section says if the police has not taken cognizance, SP can take the cognizance and he can nominate, and either he can investigate himself or he can nominate anybody subordinate to him. And the moment he nominates that person, in this particular case, that person will have all the power of SHO. So SP need not to go to the same SHO who has not registered the offense. So Inspector so-and-so has not registered the offense. SP can ask him to the my appreciation, it is a cognizable offense. Why you have not registered the case? And secondly, he can put his signature, that will become FIR, and he can nominate any head constable, anybody. The only condition he should be subordinate. And this then subordinate officer need not to go to the SHO, because legally law provides that he will get all the power of SHO.
So he can investigate himself.
Correct. अब अज्यूम करिए एसपी भी जो है ना पॉलिटिकल आका के चक्कर में है, बहुत सोच समझ के एसपी को पोस्ट किया जाता है. इट वाज इंश्योर दैट ठीक ठाक बिल्ले वाला ही एसपी पहुंचना चाहिए. तो यदि उसने भी एफआईआर दर्ज नहीं की फॉर व्हाटएवर द कंसीडरेशन, देन ही हैज टू रिकॉर्ड द रीजन, राइट? एंड देन जो है द लॉ प्रोवाइड्स फॉर 156(3). सो द कोर्ट इज आल्सो हैविंग द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी to get FIR registered under section 156(3). And there is one more difference. Normally, court cannot interfere with the investigation of the police. But any FIR which is registered under section 156(3), court gets power to supervise it.
Right.
Right. So it puts the court in a little advantageous position. Court must appreciate that. Then the same law provides that system may approach to 480 under section 482 to the CRPC to the High Court. Then we can, since there are a number of the decision, we can approach Supreme Court as a contempt petition or as a PIL, right? Then system is compiling things, and it will go to the assembly. Hey, this SHO has not registered 500 cases. This is the document.
My God.
So what action you will take? Whether he has committed done some wrong thing. So what administrative action you will be taking? What legal action has been taken? If we presume that even SP has favored and not done the registration, then the same thing will be for SP too.
Right, sure.
Right? Now, in Parliament, the policing is the one of the core responsibility of the state government, because it is entry 2 of the Constitution.
Right, sir.
Do you agree?
Right, sir.
Right. So if you are not registering FIR to the extent of 80 or 90%, then whether the state government, they are shouldering their constitutional responsibility, or we can say it is a failure of constitutional machinery.
It is a failure, sir.
It is a failure of constitutional machinery.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of any provision of the failure of constitutional machinery in our constitution, or you are not?
Sir, I think state emergency gets declared in some cases of failure of constitutional machinery.
You don't say emergency. I am saying, is there any provision?
You can go to the court, sir.
No. In constitution, you said the right thing, but it is an emergency, but the article is 356.
Right, sir. State emergency.
And it says that a government can be suspended, demolished, and an emergency can be declared by dissolving, and that administration will be taken over by the central
President.
government and under the by the president, and that is Article 356. So, if policing and safety and security of the public, it is not only the constitutional responsibility, but it is a sovereign responsibility also, because the government is there to protect you. You need everything from the government, including if you want to keep one weapon for your safety, you cannot have the weapon without it is you are having license for it.
Right, sir.
So legally also they are having the sovereign responsibility to protect you, and even through the physical parameter also your safety and security is dependent on that, and it is their constitutional responsibility.
Right, sir.
So where is the flagrant or that kind of violations, then it is a time has come, at least in one or two cases demonstratively, we should use 356 for failure of constitutional responsibility for not discharging the constitutional responsibility of the policing. If you recall, when Babri Masjid was demolished, Government of India demolished 3 states. State of Madhya Pradesh, state of Uttar Pradesh, and state of Rajasthan. All the 3 were of the BJP governments, and they were demolished for the failure of constitutional machinery for entry 1, that is the law and order, right? And policing and law and order is very closely related. So law and order you have already done. Now it is a term that you demolish few governments for not doing the policing properly. If we will demolish one state government, your problem of the non-registration of FIR will be dissolved permanently.
Right.
Because then state government will ensure that भैया कम से कम FIR लिख लो, जो फिर हो पाए ना हो पाए, कम से कम FIR तो लिखो.
चेतावनी जैसा मिलेगा उनको.
चेतावनी नहीं, उनका तो एग्जिस्टेंस खत्म हो जाएगा ना. If you have dissolved a state government, then उनका तो अस्तित्व गया ना. फिर तुमको जब वो दोबारा जो ना चुनाव लड़ेंगे वो तब कुछ
डर बैठ जाएगा उनके मन में भी कि काम करो.
वो डर होना ही चाहिए. देखिए, बिना डर के हम लोग भी तो नहीं करते. पाप कुछ ना कुछ डर तो हर किसी के दिमाग में काम करता है. तो डर की जरूरत है. You agree?
Right, sir.
So this is the way it will be helping. And as a ordinary citizen, you are supposed to bring everybody whomsoever is contact, identify the prime mover, and let this chakri should go very fast.
Okay, sir.
And it will help crime-free Bharat. If it could demonstrate that half of the population or full population is standing in support of crime-free Bharat, who will dare to ignore crime-free Bharat? क्योंकि इसकी जो सबसे बड़ी क्रिटिसिज्म यही है, वो कहते हैं कि सर नेताओं को ही कबूल नहीं होता. तो भाई नेताओं को अच्छी चीज क्यों कबूल नहीं होती? और नेता अच्छे क्यों नहीं होते हैं? इस देश में चपरासी बनने के लिए यू हैव टू बियर ए गुड मॉरल कैरेक्टर. तो देश की बागडोर संभालने के लिए मर्डरस रेपिस्ट क्यों चलना चाहिए?
राइट.
नहीं, दिस क्वेश्चन नाउ वी मस्ट आस्क.
राइट. गलत है.
यदि ये लगता है कि नेताओं के खिलाफ कुछ केसेस रजिस्टर हो जाते हैं, तो देन वी कैन से कि offenses which have been registered in a public demonstration, those kind of the situation, they will not be disqualification. But if there are cases of the pure murder, pure scams, pure जो है ना rape and those kind of the things, then at least जो है ना that should be a disqualification. भाई आपके बिना जो है ना भारत डूब नहीं जाएगा ना. You first get the clean sheet, then you will be given opportunity. Then probably अभी जो अपनी पूरी एनर्जी वो केस को डिले करने में कर लगाते हैं, वो पूरी एनर्जी अपना क्लीन चिट लेने में लगाएंगे. कम से कम उतना तो फायदा मिल ही जाएगा. So I think with this you have to go for the class. We can bring जो है ना this session to the close, and I will request you that now you quickly add everybody from the contact as ordinary, and that maintain the second list that is for the legal group.
Right.
So I will be creating, and then you request when you completed one group and you need the another group, I will create another group for you.
Right. Okay, sir.
And continue this journey. ये हमारा देश है, इससे हमें अपराध मुक्त बनाना होगा।
Right.
यदि आज के नेताओं को अपराधी ही पसंद है, बदमाश ही पसंद है, करप्ट पसंद है, तो ये उनका देश नहीं है, ये हमारा देश है। डेमोक्रेसी इज द गवर्नमेंट of the people, by the people, for the people. Unfortunately, the present government is government by the neta, for the neta, by the neta, of the neta, for the neta, and people is now not on the radar. Right. बाकी जो कुछ भी करते हैं, हर कोई छोटा बड़ा ड्रामा कर रहा है। जो भी इस दुनिया में आया है एकदम से मरना है। हम और आप मरने के पहले एक अच्छे भारत का जो है ना की स्थापना करें। Let's join hand, we will do it.
Yes, sir.
हम किसी दूसरे की मेहरबानी पे आश्रित नहीं होंगे, ये हम अपनी शक्ति के तहत एज ए ऑर्डिनरी सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया वी विल मेक इट हैपन। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir, I agree.
Okay, so with this I think we can close this session and we can have another session, and yes, till then you can even bring 1 or 2 more students also. Right. Work very fast. Within 7 days, I want that all of your content should be exhausted.
Right, sir.
Right. And secondly, then you have to say that who are the people who are with the more energy, and the person who are well placed, they are very selfish people. So the person who may be absolutely ordinary, but they are having energy, identify those people.
Right, sir.
Unfortunately, those people, those who are higher placed, they are absolutely selfish person. यदि उन्हें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने यदि 2 साल का जो है प्रोटेक्शन भी दिया है, तो वो 2 साल के बाद सोचते कि हमें क्या होना चाहिए, हम कैसे किसी आयोग के जो है अध्यक्ष बन जाए, हम किसी का कुछ कैसे ना बन जाए। तो वो तो इतने सेल्फिश है कि उनको कुछ देने से व्यवस्था नहीं सुधरने वाली। ये देश जो है ना इनके सहारे नहीं सुधरेगा। क्यों? क्योंकि दे आर सेल्फ सेंटर्ड, दे आर सेल्फ फोकस्ड,
प्रिविलेज्ड है ना सर, इसीलिए सेल्फिश है।
Privilege for themselves.
Right, sir.
So why the public is not on radar? Public का हित जो है ना कि बात करने में ही उनको डर लगता है कि आका जी नाराज हो जाएंगे। तो भैया इन आकाओं से जो है ना इस देश को मुक्ति कराएं। पहले जो है ना अंग्रेजों से मुक्ति हुई, अब इन जो है ना आकाओं से मुक्ति दी जाए। आओ हम देश को जैसे जो है ना भाजपा ने कहा था कि कांग्रेस मुक्त, सो अपन अब कहें कि स्वार्थी नेता मुक्त जो है ना भारत की आवश्यकता है। let it be another revolution. ये शांतिपूर्ण रिवॉल्यूशन होगा, ये टेक्नोलॉजिकल रिवॉल्यूशन होगा। कहते हैं भगवान की जो है ना लाठी में जो है ना आवाज नहीं होती है, क्राइम फ्री भारत की लाठी में वो आवाज रहित जो है ना स्ट्राइक करने की क्षमता पैदा की जाए, जिससे कि क्राइम फ्री भारत को कोई नजरअंदाज ना कर सके।
यस सर।
राइट?
यस।
जय हिंद, जय भारत।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
I hope some energy you received.
Yes, sir, I did, sir.
Okay, so God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
I'll get to work immediately, sir. Bye bye, sir.
Bye.